Hi, show rolling. So before I get into my hat and the New England Patriots logo with Bill Belichick's autograph there, yes, I'm still proud. 5-time Super Bowl champion! Not gonna get into all the discussion right now because we want to focus on one thing, that this Nancy Pelosi, if you didn't know, she created some kind of record. I don't know what she was wearing, some kind of adult diaper or something. She spoke for 8 hours or something straight. This is a waste. We're keeping the lights on, alright, in the Capitol, that she's pleading her case for people that are here, what? As intruders, illegally. And this was a scheme for Obama. Remember, I told you that. The communists have been using kids as some kind of it's like a Trojan horse. Like, these kids were here, they're not kids, they're here to follow their own or whatever, but to use that as a cloak, that Nancy Pelosi hold up the floor for more than 8 hours. I don't know, she was wearing like maybe 10 pants or something, like soiled her pants 10 times. I really don't know. It's just like, I wouldn't want to be there because it probably isn't pretty to see the drip under her dress and into the stiletto. Pleading for people who are here illegally, it's a different deal. You can plead all you want, but it's a different deal than affecting the budget of the United States of America. So she's holding us hostage by saying we're going to shut down the government. And, and if you guys don't wake up and start, I'm just saying, to get the message out that the Democrats are here to destroy our country and the sovereignty of this nation, the United States of America, by saying that this is how desperate they are, because they cannot get people that have any right mind to vote for them. So they have to appeal to the extreme left and appeal with this, we're here to follow our own. They're here. They're some kind of victims, and this is a scheme, Obama, and I break that scheme of Obama, so-called alcohol, which is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival Program. I mean, that sounds good and everything. I just want to scroll down. They're willing to shut down everything, right? Shut the lights and not fund our borders, and so we're not protected. And more people can invade because they don't want that wall. As if someone come and tell you that you cannot build a wall around your home, or you cannot have a wall in your room, because we're supposed to have an open society. That's a utopia. Everybody come and go. Then who's gonna pay for who? Who knows who's coming, who's going, who's there to actually maybe take your keys and drive your cars? Pretty much, you have no say. You have no say. And this is the reason why, like, one of these counties, and I don't know if that's why Josh McDaniels, my Patriots coordinator, the offensive coordinator, turned down this last minute, this Indianapolis coaching deal, because that Edwin Jackson was killed by this illegal. And you can get away scot-free. You have more rights. Just like Kate Stanley. She has no right. Oh, shame on you for being an American. Because somebody who is here illegally, oh yeah, we want to protect them because that's our future, our votes. That's the same thing. So, Edwin Jackson, aspiring NFL player, and he's an Uber driver. They were on the side of this, I think it was I-57 in Indiana. Boom! One of them flew out. Their bodies are scattered, and that's what you want. It was by this invader. It's the same. Okay, they're here illegally. It doesn't matter who brought you here. Maybe we should get whoever brought you here, and also and expel you and them as well. And it's costing us so much money. Then there is no repercussion for these people. Because they come back. I think he was here, this guy called Salvatore, He was here 2007. We expelled him. And do you know how much it costs to actually deport somebody? Does anybody have any ideas? I'm talking about not just the court. They have to like show up in court, and if they don't, we have to dispatch some kind of federal marshal and transporting them and paying for the lodgings and everything, and deport. Meaning that if he's from El Salvador, we have to send him to El Salvador and have to get the people over there, and we have to buy them like first-class tickets. I mean, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? So our country, we're in debt. We already cannot pay even the interest, and then you have to deal with this. You gotta deal with this DACA first. DACA first. I can't believe that. It's like your children in your household don't mean a thing. They can cry and be starving. We got no food in the cupboard. No lights on, mama, papa. Oh no, shut up. We have to worry about here. Whoever that were here, uninvited and intruders. So, this is how far gone the left has gone. And we're facing a midterm crisis because the liberals, meaning the demonic influence, the media, is all on assault. And this MoveOn.org, demonically funded by this George Soros, who delight in taking down countries, free countries, so that they can make so much money. And the pure evil of this socialism, they gone so far, and they're marching on Washington, D.C. and holding us signs, and Gutierrez, and these people are bad, really, really vicious. All right, they hate us, they hate our country. They're actually in a lot of these seats, like in California, in our legislature, and then they're influencing the decision making. They're stifling and crippling and paralyzing this country, basically over intruders, aliens, intruders. So I just, I read that about Nancy Pelosi and this guy here. You know how they make comments, and I think I'm gonna share this. His name is Illuminatuo, and he commented on this DACA deferred action for the childhood arrival. By its own definition, the act was a deferring action of taking a capitalized legal act to repel meaning to, if you guys don't understand English very well, like sometimes, I go repel. What does that mean? Repel, to get rid of, repel. It's, like a bug repellent. Get out of here. People that come into your house without being invited, uninvited, salesperson, at least that their intention, they're trying to sell you something. Get out of here. But if they're uninvited in the middle of the night, get out of here. It doesn't work. I'm going to fucking shoot you. All right. So, but in damn liberal California, you can't even do that. You have to, supposedly be subdued and show there's some kind of justified cause. I mean, if they intrude in my house, that's a justified cause. My life is in danger. And this is what happens, is we are endangering ourselves because of the lies of the poisonous left. Even the word says, the Lord is righteous. There's a reason why the word right is righteous. Because the left is wrong, is evil. Evil, it means you're okay. You're deservedly, you can be evil on your own. But your evilness, your commitment to that evilness, likely to get me killed. Because I live in California. That's why I'm very passionate about this. The illegal drug cartels and this so-called MS-13, they're just the same as the gangs, or as bad as the ISIS. They're recruited by the same kind of people, the drug cartels. They use that kind of money. And if you didn't know, the San Bernardino shooting and all this happened in California, just go, go on the wayside. Nobody, oh, the guy just suddenly had all kinds of firearms and stuff like that. Oh, but we're afraid to say anything because we're afraid to be called racist, especially in California. And so there's, anyway, so this reply means right here, this Obama, he was tricking us. He's just saying, it sounds good, deferred action. It's deferred, delay. You see, deferment is not completely wipe out. So they try to redefine it, hoping you forget. Oh, by wishy-washy. That's another reason why Trey Gowdy says he just can't stand the political environment anymore, because, you know, as a prosecutor, it's black and black, white is white, but it's not so. The other guys they put out Nancy Pelosi, like this, and all of a sudden, like, oh, you can't. You just can't reason with these people anymore. You cannot reason with them from the very get-go. The Democratic Party has gone so far, derailment to this communism and socialism, Marxism, and then they always use so-called kids. So it's a trickery. And then, okay, let me continue what he's saying. He's saying, this delaying defer action, taking legal act to repel the illegal act of entering, or perhaps Nancy Pelosi, like Obama, meant by deferring to delay things long enough to fundamentally, that's a big quotation, and socially redefine what the word legal actually means. Yeah, because they fool you long enough, you say, oh, okay. You know, they just try to wear you down. Don't give up. Don't give in. So the grave danger in our civilization today is the misunderstanding of the word freedom, which Obama and Pelosi would redefine into license. You see, there's a difference. And now, if you know the word English, license, I mean, I don't know who my audience is, but I'm just saying for a lot of immigrants, I'm sorry to say that, still we're very ignorant, okay? When I say we, see, I'm not better than you. So there's a difference between freedom and the license. They do not have a license to tell us what to do, because that impinge on our freedom. So the freedom is from the law, not freedom in the law for something. So they fool the people into believing in unbridled freedom for something, ignoring the people's rights, meaning that we who are here in the household, our rights in the collectively legal or agreed upon restraints to be free from something like illegality and immorality, unauthorized invasion. So when you say illegality, so it's unauthorized invasions, and drug smugglings, and the gang rapes, and the beheadings. That's what they do. You want these in your backyard? And this is what caused their scheme. They already said that. They're going to come pour in and destroy our country through what? Through these so-called migrants. And they're not migrants. They're not here illegal. They're here illegally. But to use the word migrants, it's really an insult to people there who actually are trying to seek a true migration through what? Legal what? Applications. You apply. You don't freaking break down people's doors, sneak into their yards, and the next thing is, oh, well, he's hunkered down there. He's hunkered down under the tree. You can't get him out. He has a right to be there. No, he don't. This is my property. He's here illegally. Repel them. Oh, but the kids. So what it is Obama encouraged them, and he knew he's a snake, right? He's a snake. We got to indict him. You understand that? He was the one that they believed that they could get Hillary Clinton as a shoo-in so they can keep covering up their dirty deeds to what? Destroy America. When you equate, when he said, I'm transforming America, the equation of that word is destroy America. And the fundamental beliefs that, well, just look, he's very successful. People are taking away statues of the history. So when you have no history, that's what the Mao Zedong, the communists did. Wipe out the history, and then you have nothing. That's how they wash you. They give you, like they wash your minds. And they give you their doctrine, and they indoctrinate you with their communism beliefs, which is destruction. And keep going on what he was saying here. So what he's saying is, if you have this so-called freedom and you misinterpret it, just like Obama did, like, oh, freedom, everybody has freedom. No, it's not free to everybody if you and I have to pay for their crimes. And we are, because we are the victim. Now, They're playing the victim, but who spoke up? Nancy Pelosi was standing there on the fucking pulpit for 8 hours and read letters from illegals. I mean, she was trying to get soft, like, oh, she read one from South Korea or from illegals, all right, and read their letters. But she ever cared. They did not ever cared when the Mickens and Quavos, those folks, their children, were brutally bashed in by these so-called DACA people in New York, and brutally. And what about Edwin Jackson, the aspiring, hardworking, this defensive player for the Indianapolis Colts? This is what you do, is you make these policies based on, oh, refugees are welcome, and then the sanctuary city, just because they're in the sanctuary city. And this increases my risk, our risk. So, you know, I'm speaking for my survival. And this is why we're passionate. We say that no DACA, and I say, I dare you, dare Pelosi to shut down the government, because she had no sympathy. They have no sympathy. They're pretending they're reading. She's like spending 8 hours reading the fucking letters from people that are here illegally. What I'm saying is, if you want to do that like maybe on YouTube on your own time. But the fakeness, when I say the hypocrisy,